Welcome to F12 MJD News Updates. We meet again. Greetings to you from Majuri Center. The laws of Malaysia Act 846 abolishes the mandatory death penalty. Grocery bills burn a hole in wallets, says EPF. The PM says eradicating poverty is not focused on one race only. Prevent hate speeches, protect open dialogue, social commentators say. Now a chase for Indian votes. Lisbon gets ready for World Youth Day. 1,000 participated in the Eucharistic adoration held on the 15th of July at Majuri. The Divine Encounter retreat that ended on the 16th was a 4E experience. Crossroad Times. A writer commented that Malaysia is at a crossroad. Problems are mounting. The country's resources are inadequate to overcome them. In this millennium, the premier resource is people. Malaysia needs all its people on its side, not just half of it. The world has changed dramatically since 1957, but Malaysia is tied to its past without a willingness to reimagine itself. A ship that cannot be steadied when it is at war with itself, always revisiting whether citizens are equals. The 2,000-year-old church is not talking down, but is hearing the voices of the small, the distant, and the periphery communities. We call it Synodal Church. Listening means respect, which invites all into the extended tent. Respect generates respect. As leaders of our people, do we hear what people say and what they are not saying? A thought for the week. One day, a poor boy who was selling goods from door to door to pay his way through school found he had only one thin dime left and he was hungry. He decided he would ask for a meal at the next house. A lovely young woman opened the door. Instead of a meal, he asked for a drink of water. She thought he looked hungry, so brought him a large glass of milk. He drank it slowly and then asked, "How much do I owe you?" "You don't owe me anything," she replied. "Mother has taught us never to accept pay for kindness." He said, "Then I thank you from my heart." Years later, that young woman became critically ill with a rare disease. Dr. Howard Kelly was called in for consultation. He recognized her at once. He was determined to do his best to save her life. After a long struggle, the battle was won. The bill came. She feared opening it. She knew it would take a lifetime to pay. But as she looked at the bill, she saw a little handwritten note, paid in full with one glass of milk, signed Dr. Howard Kelly. A lesson from the glass of milk. 3 things important in life. The first is to be kind. The second is to be kind. The third is to be kind. No act of kindness is ever wasted. Just be a little kinder to one another. Announcements for this week. 1. The Catholic teachers of Johore will be meeting at CIC Johor Bahru for their study day and Mass on the 22nd of July from 9 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. with the presenter Miss Elizabeth Chong. The theme is entitled Call to Teach, Teach from the Heart. 2. To create a safe environment in our homes, churches and public spaces, a Zoom training session on safeguarding of minors for clergy, religious, catechists, ministry and committee members and church personnel, volunteers and staff will be conducted by the Professional Standards Office of Malacca, Johore Diocese on the 22nd of July 2023. 3. The Church honors Grandparents' Day on the 23rd of July. A Zoom program with Dr. Peter Celestine and Regina Williams is organized by the Diocesan Commission of Family Life and Laity of the Malacca Johore Diocese on the 23rd of July from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. 4. The Memorial Mass for the late Bishop Emeritus James Chan will take place on the 31st of July, Monday, at MJD Hall at 6 p.m. followed by dinner and exhibition. 5. The Bible Apostolate of Malacca Johore Diocese is organizing discipleship in the Gospel of St. Matthew with Father Ryan Inasimutu from the 7th to the 9th of August at CIC Johor Bahru nightly from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. 6. The Malacca Johore Diocese Vocation Promotion Team headed by Father Adrian Francis is organizing a talk on the diocesan priesthood entitled I Am Mission on the 31st of August at St. Peter's, Malacca from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This week's Q&Q. Q asks, what is the spirit of the world? First, what is this worldliness which is capable of hating and destroying Jesus and his disciples, which is bent on corrupting them and corrupting the church? Second, worldliness is a culture. It's a passing culture. A culture of appearances, of makeup, a culture of today yes, tomorrow no, tomorrow yes, today no. It has superficial values. Third, a culture that knows no loyalty because it changes according to circumstances. It negotiates everything. This is the worldly culture, and Jesus insists on defending us from this and prays for the Father to defend us from this culture of worldliness. Fourth, it is a throwaway culture according to what is convenient. It's a culture without fidelity. It has no roots, but it is a way of life also of many who call themselves Christians. They are Christians, but they are worldly. Even though you want to run, even though it is heavy, difficult, uncomfortable, even though you're not quite sure of your way through, healing happens by acknowledging and feeling. Just sit with it. Have a great weekend. God bless you all. Be safe.